Welcome back to Patio Cooking. Today we're doing that easy sausage, bacon, egg, breakfast casserole. Let's get started. So we just got a few simple ingredients that everybody probably has in their refrigerator. Look, we got 6 eggs, a pound of sausage, and I got that fresh sausage right there. You know, that pig was walking around a couple of days ago. 12 ounces of bacon, just regular cut, some heavy cream, 3 tablespoons of flour, freshly grated cheddar cheese, and then season with whatever you like. I'm doing salt and pepper, and then you're gonna need that 9x13 casserole. Y'all like that Pioneer Woman, that little Pioneer Woman casserole? Hey, my wife let me use that. So we talked about it enough. Let's get over to the grill and get these meats on. All right, so we got this pan hot right here. I can feel it. I'm guessing this thing's running around 350. And all we gotta do, I've cut this bacon pack in half. I'm just gonna start laying these strips down. And y'all hear that sizzle. All right, so this bacon has been cooking for about 5 minutes. I got that first flip going. We got a little color. Now what I want to do is I want to shut the lid down for about another 3 to 5 minutes. Get a little more color, then we're going to take them off. Because remember, on this bacon, when you take this stuff out of this hot pan, that hot grease is going to continue to cook this bacon. And we're trying to get this crispy. We're going to cut this stuff up, and then we're going to sprinkle it over the top and all in this casserole, and it's going to be real good. All right, so we're going to take these last couple pieces of bacon off. I think they're ready. I mean, hey, this stuff is looking real good. Look at that. Oh, yeah. We'll get this over in a bowl with some paper towels, just like this. And then we'll get that sausage down. And this is that fresh sausage, I'm telling you. You can't beat this stuff. What we're gonna do here is we're just gonna break it up. All right, so after 5 minutes, you'll see what this sausage is looking like right here. We got it all browned up, and that's all we're looking for. No pink in this meat. We're about to make our gravy with this sausage. And you can see, we let that bacon cook in there. And if you're just using sausage, you probably don't have to do this, but what I wanna do is get some of that fat out of there. So I'm just gonna put my sausage to this side. I'm just gonna kinda, y'all can see how much liquid juice that is. So I'm just gonna scoot all that stuff up just like this. Just tilt your pan a little bit. And then get you a little bowl. And just kind of spoon what you don't want out of here. If this don't bother you, then by all means, leave it in there. It'll probably still be good. I just don't want a real greasy gravy. That's about where I want it to be, right there. And then we'll kind of mix this around. We got 3 teaspoons of flour right now. And what I'm gonna do is just kind of sprinkle it over my sausage right here, just like that. Take my wooden spoon here, and then I'm just gonna stir it all in, cooking that flour out. You wanna cook this flour for about 3 minutes. I would say 3 minutes is pretty safe on this right here. That nasty flour taste is cooked out of that right here. We're gonna get some of this heavy whipping cream. You can use whole milk, like I said, it's just gonna take a little more to thicken up. So we're just gonna add a little bit at a time. And just stir it in. You don't want it clumping up. And if you're thinking this is the fattest breakfast you've ever seen, I'm telling you, it really is. But it's gonna be so good. But just keep on mixing. Don't ever stop stirring this. You do not want this stuff to burn. All right, so we've added about 2 cups of this gravy right here, and we got it about where we want it. Now the only thing I wanna do now is just let it thicken up just a little bit. And when it comes to this point, I'm gonna start seasoning it. I just season it with salt and pepper. This is a breakfast gravy, and that's what I think of when I think of breakfast gravy, salt, pepper. Let the sausage, that bacon grease, do all the rest of the flavoring. So how I start off is, I just take a couple heavy pinches of salt. You can always add. We'll get some of that fresh cracked ground pepper. We're gonna do about 20 cracks, I would say. And we'll just give it a stir. As this stuff thickens up, we need to add more cream. We need to, let it cook a little bit longer, we will. We need to add more pepper. I like a real peppery gravy. All right, so we got our salt, we got our pepper. This is about the consistency I want my gravy for this casserole. Remember, this ain't gravy and biscuits either. I mean, it's gonna be put in that casserole dish. It's gonna cook for another 30 minutes. So you don't wanna take it too far. So we're gonna go ahead and get this gravy off and get back over to our prep table. All right, so we're back over to the prep station. Got that gravy ready. That bacon's done. We want to get this on the cutting board first. Get that little dish out of the way. And we just want to chop this bacon up. Just get it in a little pile and just chop it just like that. And that's fine right there. I'm just gonna scoot this over like that. And then we gotta get some of these old WOP biscuits right here. I got the jumbo grands, the buttery flaky ones. We're just gonna get this stuff popped open. And it don't ever pop open right, but just give it a little wop. That's what they call them, WOP biscuits where I'm from. We'll just set all these things like this on the cutting board. Easy. Dang, and you can make your own biscuits. If you're Martha Stewart or whoever makes some good biscuits, go ahead and make them. I'm just saying this is an easy thing to do that everybody in the whole house is gonna be like, dang, who made this? Woo! So anyway, what I'm gonna do with these biscuits, I got 3 of them right here. So we'll just do them 2 at a time. I'm just gonna quarter them. That bacon off of there. Yep, that's 1. That's what I mean by quartering them. These little pieces right here. You just want to do 4 out of 1 biscuit. Now, if that's confusing to you, we'll take 1 biscuit, halfway, turn it this way, halfway, quartering it up. We'll do the same for the can. Just like that. We got 3. You can definitely do 3 at a time. Just speeds everything up. All right, get you a 9 by 13 casserole. Again, it's my wife's Pioneer Woman, you know. Hey, we'll spray this thing down with a little bit of this cooking spray, then we'll start throwing these biscuits in. You want a good biscuit in every bite. Just remember that. So just space them out in this casserole dish. They're gonna fluff up, they're gonna be delicious. All right, so once you get all these biscuits in there and you got them things spaced out, you got your pan greased, you gotta get you 6 large eggs. If you got medium, just do 8. It'll work out the same. And we're just gonna crack them. Boom. Once you get all 6 in the bowl, just put a little splash of that heavy cream. Not much, just a splash. It don't really matter if it's an exact measurement. And make sure you get a really good whisk on these things. I'm just using a fork too. You get them all whisked up, and they look like that, all nice and fluffy. You want to see them bubbles in there so them eggs stay fluffy. You just want to hit it with a pinch of salt. You don't want to go too crazy with this because remember, you got that cheese, you got that gravy, it's all salty already. But again, you do what you want to do. I'm just going to put a few cracks of pepper in here. I'm going to say about 10. 10 cracks, 6 eggs, that'll get it. Whisk it one more time. And we're just going to pour it over the top. It don't really matter which order you do this, just so you do it. Then to that, I'm going to put a little cheese layer right here. Oh yeah. Then I'm gonna throw my bacon down, just like this. Bacon layer. Now we're just gonna take that sausage gravy, pour it over the top. At this point, we're just gonna add the rest of our cheese to the top of this thing. Take any little bacon crumbs. And if you wanna garnish on the top with your bacon and make this all pretty looking, do this at the end. It'll dry that bacon out and it won't be no good once the heat hits it right here. Especially on a pellet grill, if you're doing this, the convection of that grill, it'll crisp that bacon up way too much. But I done talked about that enough. We got this good looking casserole right here. We're gonna get over to the pit boss and get this thing on. All right, so I got my deflector plate closed down. I'm still rocking at 350. The only thing I've done different is put my top rack in here. I don't have my deflector plate at the bottom because I don't think most of you do that have this grill. I'm just gonna show you how I put it on that top rack, just right here at the end. All right, so we got our lid closed down. We're gonna let this casserole go 25 to 35 minutes, checking on this thing and rotating it every 10 minutes. So we'll come back in 10 minutes, show you what this thing is looking like and how we rotate it. All right, so after 10 minutes, this is what this should be looking like right here. We're just gonna give it a little rotate. Just like that. Put it all the way at the end. Then we're gonna shut it down for just another 10 minutes and we'll come back. All right, so after 35 minutes, we got this breakfast casserole off and I'm telling y'all, it's smelling amazing. The only thing left to do now is to give this thing a try. I'm really hoping with this breakfast casserole, we got that smoky flavor. Ooh, my mouth is watering. Oh man, do y'all see that? That little cheese pool. Yeah. Was it worth the wait? Oh man. That's it right there. Y'all look at this thing. I'm telling you, this thing was cheesy, smoky, creamy. I mean, delicious. You can cook this thing in an oven if you want to, but putting this thing out there on the smoker, man, really sets this thing off. But anyway, y'all get out there and cook this thing yourself and see what I'm talking about. I guarantee you and your family will love it. Like, comment, subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. Till next time, thanks for watching.